Hi, my name is Ruth,
And I'm Cove.
and here's our Indigenous Studies class. On April 3rd, 2019, we went to Harrison Park with Indigenous chef Zach Kijik to forge local foods. Check it out. We've got trout lilies,
Wild leeks,
pheasant tail mushrooms,
watercress,
wild ginger,
forget-me-nots.
and mustard.
After learning about all these local plants and mushrooms, Zach led us to a magical place in the forest. Situated in the middle of the trees was a table with wooden plates. Chef Kishig has prepared for the class a special dish made with the plants we foraged.
So on the bottom there, we got an Ojibwe fry bread. So this is kind of a bread that I grew up eating. This is something that my aunts and everybody would make for us. And then on the green stuff is actually wild leek pesto. And then we got a cured jack salmon that's from Georgian Bay. So with jack salmon, it's the salmon that was spawned last year and it's just starting to mature into a fish pretty much this year. There's a bit of dill, chopped dill, some pine nuts. Then on top is a light whipped cream. And then we've garnished with some of the foraged trout lilies that we picked.
Perhaps you are wondering what Indigenous food sovereignty is. The best definition we came up with is a movement that 1. Promotes awareness around traditional Indigenous food practices, and 2. Takes into account the impacts of colonization, as well as finding strategies to decolonize. Basically, it means that Indigenous peoples want to reclaim their food practices because it's much healthier for them, and it's important for the people to reconnect to the land.
Now you're probably wondering what colonization and decolonization mean. Colonization is the act of setting up a colony away from one's place of origin while establishing control over the indigenous people of that area. Decolonization refers to a process where colonized people reclaim their traditional identity, redefine themselves as a people, and reassert their distinct identity.
Because of this experience, I have decided to make my diet consist of more local foods, and foraging food from the land makes me feel connected to my ancestors.
This has shown me that I do not have to rely on big capitalist companies for necessities that I can support myself and my diet without digging deep into my pockets.
We hope that you too are inspired by this movement.